Oh, that looks nice, honey bun.
Oh, thank you, dear. Oh, I can hardly wait to see what those collectors will say about our china.
Yep, it's hard to believe your Aunt Clara had all that stuff tucked away in her cellar. Might be worth thousands.
Well, it's just a darn good thing that you saw that TV show about those antiques and about the rare china that is just like the stuff that we have.
How come we're not using the good stuff?
Oh, hush, that's good enough for you. Oh, they're here. Ed, go answer the door.
Hello, I'm Ed.
Jakob.
Bill. This is my beautiful wife, Ethel here. Ethel, this is Bill.
How do you do?
And Yakov.
It's actually Yakov. Pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Charles.
It's nice to meet you too, Mr. Yakov. Would you like to sit down, boys?
Certainly, ma'am. Thank you.
So, what kind of name is Yakov?
It's Russian. I was born in St. Petersburg.
That's interesting. And you? Are you Russian too?
Ed.
It's quite all right, Mrs. Charles. Actually, sir, I'm Cuban. My father came over to Florida on a raft.
Land sakes.
You could say that we're both escapees from communism. Here to enjoy the American dream, selling and buying antiques.
Well, if you'd told me 30 years ago I'd have a Russian and a Cuban sitting in my living room, I'd have said we must have lost the war.
All right. How about some of those rare pieces you've been talking about?
Well, Ed saw some just like it on TV.
May we see the pieces, ma'am?
Oh, certainly. Surely can.
You're using them as turntables?
We weren't. Her Aunt Clara was.
Well, the platter must have had a crack in it because she took off the handle and then used it to put the records on. Oh, we still have the handle. We found it in a box of her old records.
Well, what do you think it's worth?
Well, it was worth something at one time, but it's pretty badly damaged, having been serving full heapings of Kenny Rogers.
But it is the brand and style they said it was.
Oh, we have lots of other stuff. Dishes, cups, things like that.
And do you put them underneath your flower pots or keep your toothbrushes in them?
No, we've got them in boxes in the other room.
What happened?
Don't fret about that. It's just the damn rural electric co-op. Lights go off. It'll come back on in a minute. See? It's that west wind. Gets kicking up around the power lines.
All right. Well, our time is very valuable. Mrs. Charles, if you could show me some of those rare pieces you've been talking about.
Well, I surely can. You come right this way, Mr. Yakov.
So, Cuba, eh?
My father is. I was born in Miami.
Interesting.
So, where were you born?
Right here in this house.
Really?
Yep. Just about in that same spot you're sitting right there. You see that spot on the floor next to your foot?
Yeah?
My dad never could get that scrubbed out.
So, what do you think, Mr. Yakov? Do you think Ed and I can retire?
Well, Mrs. Charles, I'm not quite so sure about that. I need to check my rate books and consult with Bill here if you would excuse us for a moment.
Of course. Why don't you go cipher up what that's worth?
Is the stuff any good?
It's even better than they think. If we can get our hands on this, we can retire.
Can we afford to buy it from them?
Don't be foolish. They have no idea what it's worth. We pay them a fraction of its price, then they think they won the lottery, and we live like kings.
What did he say to you, Ethel? sure you didn't just imagine that?
No, Ed, I saw it. I know. You know how I can always tell just by your eyes when you've been lying about playing poker down at the gas station?
I don't know. This doesn't seem right.
Don't be a fool. I told you I would teach you how to get rich.
I don't feel right about this.
You will feel great when you're driving that Porsche you've been dreaming about.
I tell you, Ed, I think we ought to just tell him that we changed our mind.
Nonsense. We need to get rid of that junk, or it'll just sit around here, and somebody will end up giving it away just like Aunt Clara gave it to you. We need to sell it and buy you something nice. Well, Mr. Yakov, what's it worth?
It's Yakov. Mr. Charles, the pieces that you have are not quite like the ones on the TV show. The ones you have are a little later designed, and they're less rare and less valuable.
Oh, shucks.
Oh, yeah?
However, they do have some value, and we would be happy to purchase them if you're interested in selling.
What would you give us for?
Well, it's
That damn co-op.
It's a sign.
Shush, Bill.
That's annoying.
Well,
You were saying?
I think we could give you $500 for the whole box.
Well, we sure wanted to get a lot more than that.
Listen, it's Christmas time. Perhaps we can do a little bit better. How do you feel about $600?
Deal. Ethel, you go get that box.
Bill, get Mr. Charles his check.
Well, I guess I'm not going to retire off of this, but I can take my honey on a nice weekend up to Sheboygan.
Yes, I hear it's quite pretty there this time of year.
Oh, that damn co-op.
Mrs. Charles, please don't move in the dark with that box.
Oh, I've lived here long enough. I can just move anywhere with no lights on at all.
Mrs. Charles, you don't want to move in the dark because you don't know if you might.
Ethel,
Yes?
did you knock over a chair?
No.
Bill, put away the check.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Me too. Thanks to your carelessness, Mrs. Charles, we've all lost a lot of money.
You mean us?
Yes, I mean, us, you, all of us. Whatever. Good night.
I'm really sorry about your trip. I hope you can still go to Sheboygan.
Bill?
It's okay, honey.
Well, you're darn right it's okay.
It's Aunt Clara's phonograph records.
I didn't like that sneaky little skunk. I didn't trust him at all. I didn't like the way he acted. Don't you think I was right?
You do know when I'm lying about gambling down at the gas station, don't you?
I'll go fix supper.
And tonight, we're going to eat on Aunt Clara's china.